What's going on, you guys? Welcome to season 3 bonus episode of Thursday Night Thoughts with my co-host Carson
What's up?
and the homie CJ.
I think he's loading right now.
Yeah, he just loaded. And the homie CJ.
What's up?
Welcome back, boys.
Yeah.
I made it.
It's been a very long time.
Very
long time.
I made it sound like we don't talk to each other every day or something.
No, we do talk to each other. It's just when it comes to stuff like this, it's been a very long time.
So, Terrell won't be joining us because he's at work right now, and I'm done with work, and these guys are free.
For right now, yes.
For right now. Yeah, so it's definitely been a while. A little update from each of us. All of us, except for CJ's, graduated college and started like our own professional careers and all that good stuff. So, yeah. I mean, that's me on my front. Carson?
I mean, I'm going back into college technically right now, in a sense, soon in like August. Yeah, like August some point, and that's for more like into getting into computers, everything like that, IT, and cybersecurity, that kind of thing.
Right. CJ?
Oh, just being able to create after the semester of like stressful ass teachers, just being able to just create.
Yeah. Bring your mic closer to your mouth, bro.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, to clear out some things, Terrell will be joining us probably for our next podcast.
Hopefully.
Red Hitman is banned from the podcast, so you won't see more of him.
Yeah, that's true.
That face just says it all. Carson just said,
I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah. It was a lot with all of us. We're not gonna go into it. It was
get into it, but he's banned. That man is gone. Bye.
No insult to injury or anything. Just he's not with us around anymore or anything like that. So
of course. So our plan with this podcast is to, talk about the next summer events that are going on. So like at this time of this recording, tomorrow will be Summer Games Fest. Next week, I think either next week or the week after is the Worldwide Developer Conference from Apple.
I believe so, yeah.
And yeah, from June 10th to the 14th.
That's pretty close.
Yeah,
it's like 4 more days.
1 day. That's the first time it's been multiple days.
4 more days until it starts, though.
Yeah, and then next month we got Comic-Con. So we're a bunch of huge nerds over here. So if you like anything video games, tech, and pop culture, you're in the right place. All right. So let's start with some let's start with this, right? We all been since we've all been like this summer and all this other stuff. We've been watching some new shows. What are you guys watching currently? Because I'm watching so much stuff, bro.
Well, it depends. What kind of shows do you mean? Just like anything or like specific things?
Anime, because I know CJ recently got into anime. Or like a TV crazy show or anything. Like, what are you guys watching these days?
Oh, heck. I got you into it, MASH.
Yeah, MASH.
I love MASH. MASH is doing pretty well from what I've been seeing as well. One of my friends got me into it, and now a lot of people are into it. But besides the song, that it's very popular for like the season 2 opening, in general, it's a good anime, has a good story. It's just meant to be funny.
It's meant to be funny.
It's meant to be funny. It's meant to be really good, though, because it has a bit of story to it. It's a good anime. I would definitely recommend it if anybody listening in to this is a good anime person or like listens in or watches anime. Yeah, very good. Very good anime. Definitely would recommend it.
What about you, CJ? You recently got into the anime scene.
See, I'm a nerd, so most of my TV shows are nerd-based. But anime-wise, Dr. Stone is good.
Right? Yes, sir.
That's a good anime.
Yeah, so I've been watching I've been watching multiple animes at once. So I saw Solo Leveling. I recently started watching Viral Hit, MASH, and Tokyo's Revengers and Spy X Family, and catching up on One Piece. But other shows.
What episode One Piece on?
I'm almost caught up, dude.
Oh my god. That's never gonna end by the time. Even if we ever if we ever have families and stuff, that's never gonna be done.
Nah. But Viral Hit is pretty insane. Y'all should check that out.
Yeah. You were saying that other shows though, right after that.
Yeah. So this is gonna be our segue, right? So I've whenever the Fallout show came out,
Oh
man,
yeah.
that was incredible, right?
Very good show. I mean, there's like little. If you're a person who's very into Fallout as well, I would recommend it a lot. Has a very good story as well. But there's like little things nitpicky here and there. If you're like a
Yeah,
big
here and
Fallout
there.
fan, you look into a lot of it. If you're a nitpicky fan, like I am sometimes, there's like a few things that might bother you here and there, but it's not too bad in the sense of like it's gonna make you stop watching the show.
Exactly.
Well, some things, yeah, it did bother me, but it didn't make me stop watching the show. It's a very, very good show.
Very good show.
Good story too.
And then it made me want to get back into the games. So like
It made a lot of people get back into the game.
Me and CJ have been running some Fallout 76. We haven't played in a while, but CJ, talk about your experience with 76.
Oh, see, the thing is, I like Fallout 4 better. Fallout 76 still has glitches, which I'm kind of mad at the developers but it's fun.
They keep updating the game, but more stuff keeps breaking.
More stuff keeps breaking. That's every game that's a live service at this point.
That's everything.
Because
I was
just saying, there's a lot of games that have stuff like that. I mean, I played Fallout New Vegas right after I was done watching the show. I got back into the Fallout in general again. Yeah, I played Fallout New Vegas though when I was a kid, but got it on my PC now. Went back into it. Still love the game. It still has its crashes and everything, exactly. Just like it does ever since it's been a thing. But I'm still playing it.
Yeah, so the reason why I brought up the Fallout show was because at the time people was drawing comparisons because of the whole release schedule, right? So yeah. they dropped all the episodes of Fallout at the same time while we were waiting week after week watching X-Men 97. And that's when people were like so disgruntled and like just arguing about like, oh, it'd be better if they just dropped the whole thing all at once, or I prefer once a week. Like, I prefer everything be dropped out once so I can watch at my own pace anyway. True. But like, where do y'all stand? Where do y'all stand?
That depends. It depends on what it is. Like, for example, with me personally, it depends on what I'm watching. Like, I watched Vox Machina. If you guys know that show on Amazon, it's a D&D show. It's based around like the Critical Role group.
Yeah.
I watched that, but I waited for each time they would release an episode. Yeah, but for some things, like for example, the Invincible. I waited till that was all out.
Yeah. Okay. So, so CJ, I was gonna talk about Invincible, but CJ, so what do you think? Where do you stand on weekly releases or just all at once?
It just simply depends on the show, right?
Okay. I think he's the same.
Yeah.
So the reason why I wanted to bring up Invincible, because we got season 2 around like early November, and then the holidays came, and we didn't get the rest of the season until like March.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Even then, it was week after week. But you said you don't know why they did that, right?
I don't know why they did that, and I can't say I didn't follow that.
I can tell you why, because they talked about it. They said, "Oh, it's during the holidays. No one's gonna want to watch this during the holidays."
What do you mean?
Okay.
Because dude, think about it. When the third or fourth episode came out, Carson, it was gonna be Thanksgiving, and then it was gonna be Christmas.
Yeah.
So they thought like Home Alone was gonna outshadow Invincible.
I haven't seen Home Alone I don't know how long, and I'm not saying that as like a bad thing. I watch Home Alone when if I see it on the TV. Like if I don't outright go out of my way to watch it. I will go out of my way to watch Invincible though, because I actually really like Invincible. Invincible's really good. The comics are good too.
Yeah, dude, no doubt, man. Yeah, so I have a whole bunch of notes here. But yeah, dude, like they thought there was gonna be outshadowed.
No, but I think I genuinely get that though, because I think during certain holidays people travel a lot, and I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know.
I can see why, maybe, like, okay, a lot of, like, the Christmas stuff, nostalgia, I guess, I mean, sort of Christmas nostalgia, but, like, you want to stay home with your family, watch, I don't know, some sort of, like, Christmas movies, anything like
The
that of the
Grinch.
sort. Grinch, yeah, that's a good example. Home Alone, anything like that that's Christmas related, usually you
Yeah,
watch it. So unless Vince will have like, maybe a Christmas special, maybe then I can see maybe that being a thing. But
I mean,
that's not happening, I don't think.
I mean, now that you said that, I remember during that time, uh, what was it? Marvel's What If came out, and I think it was like the week of like Christmas Eve. They dropped that Christmas episode,
Yeah.
and then they dropped like the rest of the episodes like week after week again.
Yeah.
So
see, but that made sense though because I had a Christmas special though.
it had a Christmas
if Vince
special.
had something like that, maybe I could see it being a thing. If it led into like a Christmas special, some shows do that sort of thing. Like they try to like go with our time of the year or whatever, basically, and try to match up with it.
Yeah.
Maybe then I could see like people actually be more watching it, or like maybe I guess I could see they would probably put it out more. But if not, I mean, I could still see and I can understand why they didn't do that because a lot more things are out and still it's Christmas. I mean,
exactly.
Nothing else really there.
Yeah. So to move on, like I said, so the notes I have are like somewhat dated, but I think there's some of these are still kind of relevant.
Okay.
So this is how old this is because I wrote this down, right? So let's talk about Power World versus Helldivers 2 in terms of popularity, right?
That's how old this list is?
Yeah.
No.
You're kidding me.
No.
That's still, as I say, I don't even know if I think that might be still relevant though. But I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to insult anybody who plays either game because me personally, I love Helldivers more. But
yeah,
I will say, no offense to the people who play Power World, but I can't see Power World's popularity beating Helldivers anytime soon right now. I feel like Helldivers kind of wins it because of the whole thing that happened with them, with the community, and the whole thing with
Can you bring up the Steam numbers?
Yeah, actually I can real quick. You might see me get flashbanged here.
Oh, it's a ghost.
Yeah.
No, so while Carson looks up the numbers for Power World and Helldivers, what do you think, CJ? Because at the time they were both like people were talking about it. People did not shut up about Helldivers or Power World for a hot minute.
This is the thing, and this is the thing. I think Power World, they had both exciting releases, but for some reason, I don't know why, but Power World lost its attention once it got released. Everyone was just like
yeah. Okay.
I can't explain if that's
I found
marketing.
it. If you want to continue what you're saying, go ahead. I'll detail you the numbers here in a bit.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah. So
okay.
Let's do an experiment.
So here's the thing.
Person.
You got okay. How do I share my screen on here for this?
It's a button down below. So guys, we're trying this new thing with Riverside FM to do the podcast.
Okay. So I'll show you guys Power World real quick.
Oh,
so can you see it? So this is Power World. This was Power World. All-time peak was 2 million. Now here's the thing though. You guys got to remember, Helldivers could only go up so much because of server capacity.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like if they had, more servers and were more, they weren't prepared fully. From what they've said before, when they actually released it, when they initially released it, they weren't expecting so many people to, be on this game immediately, which was a good thing, but also a bad thing because, oh man, there were so many people complaining about the server capacity, but they got a lot out of it. So the all-time peak that they've had was 2,101,535. That was all-time peak. What's the what?
What's the date on that?
It says from May 30th, 2024 to June 6th, 2024. So
okay,
hold on a minute.
So
maybe. Yeah. So as of recent, so this is as of recently from May 30th. On May 30th, it was 13,179.
Right.
So 6 minutes ago here it says 12,000 people or 400 are on, right?
Right.
24-hour peak is 22,000. Okay? Now, if I switch this over to, let's see. Yeah, I'll have to stop real quick to then share my next one. So Helldivers here. you can see, it's been at a consistent 50-some thousand.
Yeah.
Or close to it. But the thing is, their all-time peak is 458,000. Now, the thing is, though, their server capacity, I think, was up to, 500,000 or something like that. Or I think it was 400-some thousand. Now, the thing is, though, popularity-wise, I feel like Helldivers wins it because of their marketing. I think CG was going to win. Their marketing is way better, and there's a lot more about it now. And they actually are more involved with the community. Personally, from my experience, when I've seen, I can't say for Power World. I have never played Power World.
Yeah, me.
I've heard it's a fun game. I personally don't. Not that I don't care for it, but I personally am not gonna play it. Don't hate it. It's whatever. But I would say popularity-wise, I think Helldivers wins it because of how their marketing strategy is and how connected they are with the community. More personally.
They don't have to worry about lawsuits.
Yeah, and that I know of, at least, that I know of when it comes to how they do their marketing and how connected they are. I can't say for Power World, again, I don't play it. I don't know how their community connection is with each other. But from my experience with Helldivers and from what I know, Helldivers has a very strong connection with the community. And the whole situation that happened with the PSN sign-in thing,
yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that was a major thing that just absolutely made Sony change their mind. Be like, okay, we can't do this to their community. We have to change it or else no one's going to play the game and we're just going to get negative reviews and no one's going to play.
Exactly.
So they changed it now. You don't have to do the PSN sign and stuff or anything like that. And play it however you want, I guess. But, yeah. I loved that the community just absolutely, I want to say bullied, but I want to also say, kind of almost destroyed in a way, or also, but bullied Sony to not do this.
We bullied them.
But also, yeah, and I mean, me personally, though, I'm not complaining whether I had to sign in or not. That's just me personally. I'm not saying for anybody else. I can understand. Yeah, I can understand for other places. They actually can't sign in, though, to PSN.
PSN is not available.
Yeah, and I can understand that. That's, me personally, I didn't mind doing the sign-in thing. But I understand and I support the fact that, other places, they can't sign in. They can't play the game then, yet they bought it. That's kind of, a load of, that's not good. That was a terrible decision. Yeah, a load of barnacles. I'm trying not to swear, so we don't do that in this.
Oh, dude, I don't care about the whole swearing thing, so you can just say whatever you want, bro.
I'm not gonna. I'll try not to for this. I'll try not to get in trouble, I guess, on both YouTube or on here.
All right. So, another thing that came up, I really wish I wrote down the dates when all this stuff was coming up. So this is just a thing that they're spitting out in EA. So EA thinks that we should send a $5 to $10 tip to the developers for developing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, right? Or NHL 25.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay, I've heard about it, but I didn't think
I've
that
heard
was actually a
So,
thing.
what do you guys think about tipping the devs?
I need the logistics around it, right?
Yeah.
If you lower the price for the game and we're just tipping the developers, that's fine, right? I might do it, I might not do it. But if I'm putting out $70 and then I gotta tip the developers, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it.
What's the tipping? Does it have a set price for the tipping? Is there different tipping prices? Or is that not confirmed yet?
It's not confirmed yet, but it's just something that they're spitting because.
Why?
Because apparently. Oh wait, I think I got the. Oh, okay. So this is back in April. So it was a former Blizzard president.
That's why.
Yeah, so he said it was on top of paying $70 for a game. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
This is where Ubisoft got that idea from. But I say nothing about Ubisoft. But that's another case for another day.
That could be a talk for another one, actually.
Yeah, so, that could be a talk for another day.
Let me share real quick. Yep. I opened it in Safari and not in Chrome, so I gotta open it in Chrome. Okay. And paste. Da, da, da. Yeah, it's kind of insane, right? So like, on top of paying $70 for a game, they want us. They want us to tip.
Well, what are the percentages?
Another 10 or 20 on top of 70, CJ. Another 10 or 20.
But
Yeah. Read the first sentence, CJ.
No, what I'm saying is this, right? What I'm saying is, if you either want me to give 10 or 20, what happened to the 5 option? Because some people ain't gonna have $10. What happened to the 15? Because some people ain't got 20. What?
I don't know. I mean, okay. I can actually. I'll tell you right now. Tipping the developers, not a bad thing. I will say this: some games and the developers definitely deserve it. My personal opinion, if I could tip, Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, 100%. I tip them. God of War, I tip them too. I tip all the developers for both those games. Elden Ring, probably them too, actually. I'd actually tip all those like developers and everything for all those games. Yes, they deserve it. They worked so hard and made amazing games
Exactly.
that deserve it. Me personally, I would tip. I would tip probably like 10 or 20, depending on the game. Like Baldur's Gate, 20, hands down. I'm sorry. That's just me personally. That might be biased because I love D&D, but the story is amazing.
Yeah.
I know people who don't even play D&D and they love the game so much. It's one of their favorite games.
Yeah. So like the reason why I brought this up as well, so like while people are having like this type of conversation, some studios came out and said that $70 games are not sustainable for their business.
Yeah, that's
I can agree with that. Yeah.
But don't do what GTA. Don't do what Rockstar's gonna try to do, where they're gonna make you pay. I think the price somehow got to $30 an hour. Of the
What are you talking
game.
about?
Was it? What?
It was a weird price.
Where are you finding this, CJ? Or where was this at?
Because they were gonna say that's what Rockstar had in mind. They were like they were going to charge.
Yeah. Bring it up and share your screen.
See if you can find it, because I don't think I've heard of that before. I know Ubisoft has the monthly thing that you can pay for. That's Ubisoft though. That's not Rockstar. But when it comes to tipping, how my personal opinion goes, it depends on the games that I love so much, and I would say to the studios that really deserve it, the developers who made it. Like I said, with Baldur's Gate 3, Larian Studios, I would tip immensely if I could, because they did an amazing job.
Yeah, and let me see, like, because I got my PlayStation up right now, because I've just been playing multiple games at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people at Bandai Namco for Xenoverse 2, y'all don't deserve it, okay?
Now don't. We're gonna get attacked and then by Bandai at some point. Yeah. They see this, they're like, "All right, man, we're gonna take your account away."
First of all, they already blocked me on Twitter, so that's already out the question.
Well,
what did you say on their Twitter,
bro? Okay, I'm gonna say what I want to say first. But Xenoverse 2 for PS5 is still glitchy, buggy.
Oh yes, yes it is.
Okay, yeah.
And they're not fixing it.
Well,
it depends on the glitches. I don't know what the glitches are. There's multiple things I've heard.
It's just server issues. So, like for example, I want to invite CJ into a match. He joins and he leaves, and it says the lobby is full when it's just me and him.
I've had that issue with you before too when we were playing it.
It's just. But also, Bandai Namco blocked me on Twitter because I said something about how their pre-order bonus for Xenoverse 1 wasn't working properly or the way it should, and they should have said something like, "Oh, the DLC's coming out later on this year, not from the start," because it came with the GT DLC, and I didn't know that. I was like, "Bro, this is just poor planning," when they blocked me. But CJ, did you find that article?
Okay, so I found a few, but the thing is, these articles don't address the main issue.
Okay.
And so
Just show us what you have, man.
Okay.
When CJ says okay like
I was
that,
gonna say we can put together at least when this.
yeah, we can put the pieces together.
You were saying those. You were saying though, Jay, when CJ says okay.
When CJ says okay like that, that's how you know like he got something that kind of sort of works.
Because I don't know how credible it is, right? And
Right.
this article in itself.
I mean, what site is this?
Oh, this is game industry. It's not really
GameIndustry.biz, yeah, they're reliable.
Yeah.
Didn't say game should be priced per. Oh, CJ, I think. Okay. So
I see what he means now.
So my friend Zach has this mentality. He says, because at the time games was $60. He said if I pay $60 for a game, I should at least put 60 hours into the game.
True. I can agree with that depending on the game. Because some games, it's just like, not that you don't get to put 60 hours into it. Some games are just like, it's a mix of like, there's a lot of other things you can do in it besides the main story. Sometimes the main story is not that long at all,
Right,
but there's so many like side things into it to add on to it.
Right. So for example, Spider-Man 2 takes like 40 hours to beat.
Yeah.
If you want to get the full platinum.
Yeah. I'm working on my way on getting that actually.
Yeah. What else? What other games like that? Horizon Forbidden West took me almost 100 hours to beat. Yeah, I played Forbidden West for 115 hours and I got the platinum, not including the DLC.
Okay.
Spider-Man Miles Morales. I got all the trophies and I put 38 hours into it, and that's a $40 game. Nope. I paid $70 for it because I wanted the Spider-Man PS5 remaster. So, I guess a better example is Star Wars Jedi Survivor, $70 game, and I put 42 hours into it, and I got almost half the trophies.
I feel like it's more opinion based when it comes to the whole thing. It's definitely opinion based. I can't say for certain because don't get me wrong, I loved Star Wars. Was it Jedi? Not Jedi Fallen Order. Wait, was it Fallen Order? Survivor. My bad. Jedi Survivor. I loved playing that.
Fallen Order was great too.
Yeah, it was. They both great. I played Jedi Survivor, got through it decently quick. I think Jay that here actually was basically saying stuff about like how I beat it so quick.
Dude, you beat it so fast.
I beat it really quick and then went through it again and beat it really quick again.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it up actually. So I'm on your profile now, Carl.
Again, I did 2 playthroughs of it though.
Yeah, like okay, so like like for example, for Spider-Man 2, you put 29 hours into the game, but you got 77% of the trophies. You paid $60 for Cyberpunk, and you put 61 hours into it. You know, you did great, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing all the side quests, though. I haven't even gotten to the Corpo part for the playthrough of that yet. I'm still doing the Nomad.
Okay, so Jedi Survivor, you got 52% of the trophies, you paid $60 for the game, and you put in 51 hours into it.
Yep. I beat the first game in like 20-some hours, and I beat the second time. Well, the second time I actually did some more. Well, not more, I should say. I did a lot of like the side stuff. Yeah. Even like my first playthrough, I did a lot of it. My second playthrough, I didn't do as many side stuff, although I plan to probably do more of it though as well with that one too. But the fact that I have like 50-some hours into it, like you said, and that's with 2 playthroughs.
Yeah. Another really good example on your profile is that we paid $70 for God of War Ragnarok, and you put 69 hours into it. So you definitely got your money's worth out of that one.
Oh yeah, dude! I went through so many of the side stuff in that game.
All right, so now I'm looking at I'm looking at CJ's now, right?
I can tell you Siege, GTA. There's one.
No. So there was something specific I wanted to bring up, right? So you paid $7 for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and you put in 7 hours into the game for PS5. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong version. I'm sorry. So you paid $7 for Xenoverse 2. You put 59 hours into it on PlayStation 4, and you basically played the game twice because you got 2 characters above 99.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you got your money's worth plus the DLC that you bought as well?
Well, yeah, I know I got my money's worth. It's just there's certain games I know I didn't get my money's worth. Well,
yeah. There are some games
You
same
paid
here too.
$13 for Fallout 7. So you paid $7 for Fallout 76. You put 13 hours into it.
Yeah.
You paid $1 for Watch Dogs Legion. You put 5 hours into it.
Yeah.
X Defiant was free, and you put 23 hours into it.
The only reason I put 23 hours into it is because the DefSec part of that thing takes forever.
Exactly.
Takes forever to beat it.
But yeah, so I think like the idea of like cost per game per hour, I think it just varies, right?
Yeah.
Because like prime example right here on CJ's profile, Helldivers 2, you paid $40 for the game and you put 19 hours into it. I put 98 hours into it.
I can tell you. I could probably look at mine real quick and tell you what it is because I have it on Steam. Hold on.
But I could always go put time. I could always enjoy that game and play it more.
Yeah,
it's
always expanding.
I put 160 hours in Helldivers 2.
Yeah, you paid $40 for it. So
yeah,
I guess it definitely varies for sure.
Yeah, I mean I love Helldivers 2. Very fun. I need 7 more achievements for it actually.
Yeah, me too.
Then I'll have everything for it.
All right. To move on. All right, CJ, you can stop sharing your screen now. Yeah, so I think the next topics are just gonna be really quick. So, me and CJ have been playing with this. For the very first time, iPhone has now added emulators into. Sorry, Apple has allowed emulators to be in the Apple Store. And it was from this guy who made GBA for iOS back in the day on the jailbreaking scene. CJ's already smirking, bro.
I'll put it to you like this. In order for this emulator to come out, somebody had to force his hand. And I'm happy they forced it.
Yeah, it was really crazy from the start. Because what happened was there was this other guy, because at the time his code was like open source. So someone just copied and pasted his code, added ads, uploaded to the Apple Store. It just did Game Boy and Game Boy Color. And he got a cease and assist, so it got taken down. The OG guy came back. So to Carson, to show you a picture, like this is what it looks like.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I follow things when it comes to like apps, electronics, and stuff like that. I may not have an iPhone, but
yeah, perfect.
I use a Samsung and stuff like Samsung Galaxy and everything. But
earlier in the month they added a PPP PSP, PPPSP. Yeah. I already have my PSP, so I didn't need it, but I installed it and tested it out. But I think it was really cool because I was able to share games with friends. I can't tell you how because that's illegal.
There's still a lawsuit going on, so we can't.
All I'm gonna say is it's not hard to find.
No,
it takes 2 seconds.
It's not hard at all, especially when it comes to electronics nowadays. With anything that you want to find, you can practically almost find anything on phones, computers, whatever you want.
Yeah, because I was a huge fan of the jailbreaking, like hacked app scene back in the day. I stopped doing that, but it kind of brought me back a little bit. But I already have I put all my Game Boy games on my modded PSP, and I got some games on my 3DS, and I got some games on my modded Switch. So
right.
Yeah, so I mean, I did it just so I can help out my friends and whatnot. I mean, CJ benefited a lot from it.
I can't confirm or deny it. I'm just saying it was fun. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. It was fun. Yeah, anytime I was bored, bro, I just play Tetris. I just use my phone to play Tetris when I don't have my other stuff.
It's just when you use them, make sure you check the volume before you play them. That's all I'm gonna say.
But yeah, so I'm happy with the emulation scene. What some people have been doing, they've been buying Apple TVs and installing all the games onto the Apple TV and launching the app. So it's kind of like having like a center console for all your games. So you can able to put RetroArch on there. You can put Game Boy on there, and it'll just be on your TV using Apple TV.
Right.
Now, does that convince me to buy an Apple TV in the future? No. I have a Fire Stick, so I'm already committed.
If they lower it, I will.
I don't think it's all that expensive. We could talk about that later.
We'll talk about the cost now later.
All right. So last three topics, and then we can just talk about anything else afterwards. So there's going to be an Invincible video game in the works.
I saw that.
Um, I'm personally excited because the Invincible is like one of my favorite franchises. Um, Invincible means so much to me because at the time my college roommate, he never seen any superhero stuff, and Invincible was the thing to get him to like into superhero stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so we watched Invincible, and he was like, "Man, I just want more." So then one day we was just planning to hang out, and then the power went out at school, so all classes were canceled. So him and I are just in my room watching Iron Man 1 on my laptop, and we started like the MCU binge. We got
Oh
up
my.
to we got up to Civil War before like classes were over because we were all busy.
That's
Mm.
not bad, yeah.
So yeah, so we made it from Iron Man to Civil War within like a hot minute, and that was the very first time I watched the Captain America movie.
Really?
Yeah,
What was
I
your
never
first
seen
game
it.
there?
You've never seen the Captain America
kidding?
I've
movies?
never seen it until I watched it with him. I said, "Bro, I'm going in
Oh
blind.
my.
I've never seen this movie."
You
Wow.
are the only person I know that hasn't.
I did not like it. That was one of my least favorite MCU movies, bro. I mean, there are worse MCU movies than Captain America for sure. But
That's true.
all right, another
We can
lightning
name a
round.
few. We can definitely name a few, but we're not gonna go into that.
We're not gonna get into that right
We're
now.
not gonna get into that one.
So okay, so you know what I found out recently? So someone has the demo build of Spider-Man PS4, like a really early stages, and the
Okay.
game had blood in it. Spider-Man would punch someone so hard they would bleed on the floor at first. Dude, I don't know if I
Well, hold on. I don't. Not that I don't disagree with that.
yeah,
In the comics, he has done that though
yeah,
before.
no doubt.
Not
But
that he's like punched him so hard, but like it's because I mean,
he's super
he has
strong.
he has super strength and he holds back. He does hold back a lot, but sometimes even though while he is holding back, it can cause damage. I
Yeah,
can see that being a thing.
the early on build of the game had blood in it. I thought that was kind of cool to bring up.
That's an interesting little detail. I wonder if that would have really changed a lot of like people's like. Well, no, I mean like if that would have changed a lot of people's like sight or like how they see the game and everything in a sense, or like I don't know. I mean, what's the game rated again?
That was the thing I was gonna bring up, right? So the game
I say, would it have been rated M then if it has the blood in it, or no? I don't think. Well, no, I don't think it would because there is blood already in.
violence.
Yeah, I mean, there's already blood in the game.
It would still be T.
Yeah, well, it could be. I just don't know how much, depending on how much blood would come out, though.
Yeah.
It depends on like how much blood they really make come out. But even then, I feel like it could still be rated T for teen.
Like, I mean, it said in Spider-Man 2 because I'm looking at it right now. It's rated T for teen for blood, drug reference, mild.
Yeah, but the blood's not like the blood's not you
violent.
punching. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's from like cutscenes.
Yeah, exactly. So like the in the clip that I saw, it was like it was Peter on top of like a roof. You know those like really missions that like you have to do in waves. So
Yes.
like he's punching someone. And there's like blood splatters on the floor and all that good stuff. I was like, oh, they really had to nerf Peter because they thought, yeah, guys, this was a little yeah.
I'm not against it. I thought it would have been fine, honestly. Oh, that's just me, but I can see why they probably took it out.
It makes you think how far they're gonna go with Wolverine because he got claws in his hand, bro.
Well, you
Wolverine's gonna be M. Wolverine's, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's already confirmed, rated M.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be rated M. The dude's got claws. How are you gonna make it so there's no blood with him cutting people up?
The same way how EA can make Star Wars Jedi Survivor have a lightsaber as a baseball bat.
But
That's different though. That's
Yeah.
Disney. That's in charge of it.
Disney's in
Disney
I don't
charge
think-
of that,
certain things for
I don't think. But the thing is, I don't think they have. Not that I'm saying they don't have a lot of say into it. I don't think they're in charge of like how the gaming part of this is in a sense
Right.
because with how Spider-Man did, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And that was because Insomniac was developing. Insomniac's also developing Wolverine though, but I feel like if they allow Insomniac to do what they want with Wolverine in this sense, I feel like we're gonna get a good Wolverine game. Do I think there's gonna be blood in it? Yes. I feel like this is gonna be a mature game. I feel like this is gonna be a rated M game because of the fact that like if they had blood in Spider-Man before that was even out, what's stopping them from putting blood in this?
Right.
Because this makes sense. Not that I'm saying that Spider-Man didn't make sense. I'm just saying if they wanted to be more for a more mature audience and to be more like gore-ish, I feel like they're gonna have blood in it.
Exactly.
More than likely.
Yeah. So, the next thing to bring up is this year, guys, is going to be the 40th anniversary of Transformers. That's kind of sick.
That's okay.
Robots in disguise. And off screen, Carson was telling me and CJ about this Transformers game that's coming up.
Oh yeah, Transformers. I think it was Hold on, let me look. I will double check.
Yeah, so I think it's interesting, man, because during this time they're working on a new Transformers game. Transformers 1's coming out, I think, this summer. I'm not seeing that. I'm good. I don't care about a teenage Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, in my opinion.
I might go see it, but
CJ,
Reactivate. Transformers Reactivate. Transformers Reactivate is what it's called.
Yeah, so Transformers has been part of our lives since we were first
Kids.
graders.
Yeah, since we've been kids up to now.
Michael Bay.
Transformers are great.
That man, Michael Bay, bro. That dude got us right back into Transformers.
And then it just kind of went downhill a little bit, though, sort of ish, when they kind of messed with a bunch of stuff and they kind of retconned some things that didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I don't want to turn this into a whole tangent, but a couple months ago,
that's fine.
All three of us was just talking about how Bumblebee keeps coming back to Earth.
The dude was apparently already on Earth
the whole
in World War II, but yet he had just arrived on Earth to meet Sam in the Michael Bayverse, but yet apparently he's been there since World War II. But yet his first arrival earlier than that in the older movies, he had just arrived. How did he get away? Okay, how did he get there? And how did he leave? Why does he keep coming back?
Let us know in the comments on that one. But
I was gonna say, unless there's an explanation that I'm not seeing, and that they didn't say in the movie or something or whatever that I missed. His first time arriving there, from what I remember and from what I remember seeing people questioning, was he was there where he first arrived when he met Sam.
Yeah.
And then he's apparently already been there since World War II.
Yeah, this reminds me of that episode of Big Bang Theory when Amy ruins Raiders of the Lost Ark for Sheldon. She was like, Indy didn't have to be there. Anything would have happened already. They were like, man.
Yeah. Same sort of situation. It just doesn't make sense.
All right. So yeah, guys. So the podcast is coming back. We're gonna record regularly, and we're gonna be way more consistent about it this time. Whether if it's gonna be all four of us, three of us, or just the two of us, it's not gonna be just me because I don't have the mental capacity to talk to a camera for 43 minutes straight. That's just me. I would need one other person here, but that's fine. So guys, tomorrow, Summer Games Fest. They keep hyping it up. I'm trying to keep my hopes low, but two games they're going to talk about tomorrow that I'm excited for, which is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and EA Skate. What are you guys hoping for tomorrow? Starting with CJ. What are you hoping for, man?
Come back to me.
Come back to you. So let me say this, right? So off screen, CJ said he's excited about Sparking Zero because him and I started playing Xenoverse together. I mean, I already had the game. But CJ's first anime game was Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. He had fun, right, CJ?
Yeah, I had fun.
You're still having fun.
I still have fun. But the thing is, I worry because I worry about game conventions, and I'll say it like this. Every year they release a game, either it's good, it's terrible, we get the actual game, it's nothing like the trailer.
Are you talking about Sparking Zero, or are you just talking about Summer Games Fest as a whole?
Summer Games Fest as a whole. It was a letdown in 20. It was a letdown. So
yeah, last year was such a letdown. Oh my god.
Last year was a very big letdown, yeah.
So the list of games that allegedly they're supposed to be talking about worries me. And I probably won't until we get through them all. I probably don't have a specific game that I'm looking for.
What did they show us last year?
Nothing really good.
That's how awful it was. I do not
Everything
remember.
that showed us last year got delayed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think a good amount of it was delayed. I can't
think-
say for certain, but I think a good amount of it
I-
was delayed.
I remember the Plucky Squire. That was a game I was really excited for.
And it got delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, saying it got delayed. Yeah, CJ.
And I think it's still delayed. I gotta double check, but I think it's still delayed.
Is it?
I think they said 2025, but we haven't heard any news on it. So
All right. So let me see here.
delayed.
So we're gonna. What is this? All right. Yeah. We don't normally trust IGN with their nonsense, but it's just here
never.
for right now.
Yeah, no offense to IGN, they're a bit biased with certain things. I'm not saying that as an insult, but like, it's
Oh yeah, so we
It's
got
a
the
mix.
release date for Spider-Man during this time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there was that.
Prince of Persia, Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah. Okay, it's starting to come back to me.
Okay.
Fortnite Wilds. Ugh. Transformers crossover. I forgot about that. That would have been way more fitting for this year since it's the 40th anniversary. Click.
Honestly,
Sonic Superstars.
No.
Alan Wake 2. Okay. Alan Wake 2 was, contender for Game of the Year last year.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon Gaiden. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Yakuza games. Star Trek Toxic Commando. I don't even remember this, dude.
I remember part of it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this was Bandai Namco's like hit game for that they were showing up, and then Power World, Lord of the Rings.
Did that come out last? That's crazy. I don't.
that came out. That came out.
And then Ever Crisis, Banishers, Baldur's Gate 3 introduces Jace Isaac. Oh, Twisted Metal TV show. Yeah, I forgot TV shows got announced. And then Marvel Snap. I don't like mobile games. Modern Warfare 2 trailer. Path of Exile. Exo Primal is getting a Street Fighter crossover. Yeah, see, like, the best thing on here, The Witcher. The best thing on here, in my opinion, Mortal Kombat. Oh, Nicolas Cage, Dead by Daylight. That was kind of funny. That was more funny than exciting.
Warhammer is what I'm excited for. I'm excited for that. Dead by Daylight one? I have no idea. I haven't, dude.
No,
Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is not something I would recommend personally. I don't hate it. But...
Also on Saturday is a Microsoft's event going on talking about new games, and it's they're rumoring a piece of hardware is coming out.
And hopefully they stick to that.
Yeah,
But
so it's
then
gonna be,
again-
the rumor is like a mobile device.
Microsoft.
Xbox
Yeah.
and Porsche.
A lot of those games that were showed there
this was a
are
lot
not out. A lot of those games that were showed there are
Can you still see my
a
screen?
bit early access, or they're not out. Yeah, I can see it still.
Oh,
Some of them are, a
Back.
decent amount of those are out though by
Yeah.
now.
I didn't see
But
the
a lot of
trailer.
them, a decent amount of them are also early access, like that Witchfire game. I played that game. That game is actually really fun. It's an early access game though, but not a lot of people really know about it too much.
but CJ,
Warhammer is definitely one that was on there that a lot of people are excited for. That comes out later this year though.
look how crispy this is looking, man.
I mean, yeah, it's crispy, but it's
Wait, what is it? Like Sparking Zero, man. This is like my it game for this year.
Sparking Zero is definitely one I'm looking forward to for the Summer Games Fest and everything. I'm very excited for that, and I would love to see more reveals of it. Honestly, I feel like it could do well, and it has the potential to do very well, possibly. It's just like the only things they've shown, I think, so far is like what different characters. That's it, I think.
yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
a little bit of the gameplay with the characters, I can't say for certain. I don't fully remember because I haven't seen like some of the releases as of recently.
But yeah, and then because Skate's coming out, and they're doing this whole marketing thing with M Corp. I have no idea what that's all about.
Hmm.
And it says still working on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Kept asking for it. Yeah.
Yeah, the boardroom meetings. But the thing that gives me a lot of hope about Skate is that this man right here, His name is Cuz. He's been working with the game since 2009.
I just want you to be aware. If you're showing something on our screen, we can't see it. But yeah.
Skate 3 since 2009. That's right. I keep forgetting Skate's been.
Wait, hold
This is gonna turn into like GTA 6 for the Skate
I hope
fans.
not. You know what? You're right, though. You're
Yeah,
right.
so like I said, right? This man Cuz, his actual name is Cuz. It's kind of funny. He's been working on the game since 2009. So like,
Okay.
he was like, you know, head leader of like Skate 1, Skate 2, Skate 3.
He been
And
on this 2009.
no. So this got announced like
Oh. I was about to
5 or 6 years ago.
long time for development.
So similar to GTA.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like this got announced like 5 or 6 years ago.
That's a long development cycle.
Yeah, so like where, let me see. So summer games.
What's the? I know you mentioned one game that you wanted to see there, Jay. What was it? It was Beyond Good and Evil 2 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. So, obviously, so what the plan is, because I don't know if we could like live stream like as, I don't know if we could live stream as we're recording, but we can guarantee you that we're gonna talk about like what we've seen for the upcoming studios. So like we're obviously gonna talk about the Microsoft stuff. We're gonna talk about, because like all that is under Summer Games Fest.
Right.
Yeah. So the Xbox showcase, Ubisoft
Yeah.
Forward, June 10th.
Oh,
I guess for Carson, we could talk about the PC gaming show.
Yeah. I mean, I mess around with PC stuff. I'm a PC person. I don't. I mean, obviously, I'm behind me, even though people won't be able to see it when we put this on Spotify. But I have PlayStation. I have Xbox. I love consoles still. I still play on my consoles. I play on my PC though, with a lot more stuff though on it. And I look more into a lot of PC specs, everything like that, PC related.
Exactly, man. Like all of us are into STEM except for CJ, but like video games tech has been my passion since I was in diapers,
oh, Ubisoft one's gonna kill me.
But CJ, like, what are you looking forward to for Summer Games Fest, man? Like, do any of these events
Bro,
call out to
I'm
you? Latin
so
American
I'm
Game
confused.
Showcase.
But I'm also.
That's new.
I'm waiting. June 10th is what I'm worried about because Ubisoft said they're
June
making
10th.
changes to their current games, and what these changes are, if the community is right,
Look.
I'm concerned about.
Look. Ubisoft. All I want to see is Assassin's Creed and Beyond Good and Evil 2. That's all I want.
You'll get Assassin's Creed, I think. They're gonna probably show some more off on that. I get the feeling they're gonna show more of that, considering what just recently showed.
Yeah, no doubt. But
I'm excited for the PC one, and I'm excited. And I'm not saying I'm not excited for the Ubisoft one. I'm just curious what they're gonna show. More than likely, I get the feeling they're gonna show Assassin's Creed. I can't say for certain though. My guess that's probably Assassin's Creed and maybe, who knows, maybe some other updates for some of their other games they still work on. Maybe some of the more stuff with X Defiant, because that's been doing well apparently recently.
we can get tickets.
One thing I will say that's on there, I don't know if you guys saw it. It was next to the Xbox showcase, if you guys saw it.
Can you guys still see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Which date was it? I think I have mine by date.
Wait. What are you guys looking at now? You guys see where it says the tickets?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at anything. I'm just looking at your screen right now. I'm just saying about the Xbox thing.
Oh, hold on. So I guess every time I change screens, it. Okay. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. So I have to do share screen and then the entire.
So Riverside is exactly like Zoom. In a sense.
Yeah,
It works almost like that, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah, so look at that. That's tickets.
Nope.
Oh, that's not bad.
Whoa! Did I just say $900 for how? 500.
590.
$590.
That's still not bad.
everything
so this is
is
the stage.
40.
With that being
Don't get me wrong,
not bad.
40 is not bad, but I still would not personally favor because I really just watch it online.
Y'all should we book tickets?
No, I'm not going.
Well,
Dude,
the
think
thing
about
is,
it.
even if you book
The
tickets,
event is tomorrow. There's no way we could get a flight.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. There's no way we're going. I'm not going to that.
yeah. If you live in California, I'd take it. 41 tickets, you can't beat it. But
Nah, bro.
I would love
You
to,
can only
but
buy
I'm not.
Oh, okay. For a sec, I thought you could only buy 2 tickets at a time.
How much is it for one? Still 41. Okay.
Still 41.
yeah,
It's still 41.
Oh, but it costs 125 if you want to be in row Z.
But I'm saying that's still not bad if you want to go by yourself.
It's not bad now.
Nah, the goal is for this podcast to do really well, so the 4 of us can be invited to go.
Okay.
The goal is for us to get invited to go, and another goal is for a game studio to reach out to us for us to try out games. And I will say, I'm not signing nothing till it says on paper that all 4 of us get a copy.
Well, good luck with that, because
I was just saying,
a word with me.
Who knows what happens with the podcast? I'll tell you right now.
I have high hopes.
You do. I worry.
You do. Don't get me wrong. I have hopes too, but I'm not saying yours are unrealistic. But with us, I don't know about us. About us 4.
You realize
I can't say for certain, but who knows what happens to you? Maybe you'll be calling it. Maybe you call it this time, and it's not me this time calling it every time.
Exactly right.
That's the thing. A lot of people be under NDAs. That's what ends up happening.
All right. So I think we talked about everything we want to talk about. So I guess starting like next week we'll record again and talk about Summer Games Fest. We'll look at the calendar one more time. Oh nope.
The one thing on the calendar I want to point out that was next to the Xbox thing, because I know CJ likes this series, was the Call of Duty 6, Black Ops 6. It's on there.
I still don't have hope.
I don't know how you feel about that. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do if they're going to do something similar like what they did before in the old Call of Duties, or if they're gonna be doing something like with the new ones. But I'm in hopes that something similar like Black Ops 2 or something of that sort, because I think almost all of us here could agree the new Call of Duties are, no offense, not the best. And I'm not saying that as in to say they're terrible, but it feels like it has not changed as of recently. And when it came to the older Call of Duties, it was very different. It at least continued a good story, and while it didn't change as much, it at least continued had a very good story, and you could follow along, and it was worth getting. Nowadays, I think the newest Call of Duty, lots of people were actually disappointed in, because it was very short, and it was $70-some bucks.
Yeah.
And stop renaming them. Just stop renaming them, right? Because Modern Warfare series as a whole is great.
The old Modern Warfare, personally. Newer one, not so much. The older one, I'm fine with it.
A wholesome direct. I know Nintendo's going to be dropping something soon. Day of the Devs. Volve 15. Oh, Devolver Digital. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so June 7th, I'll be there because I really want to see the Plucky Squire and that other skateboarding game that they're working on.
Okay.
Future Play Directs, I guess those would be games that are super far out. There was a game we was promised at the early of the PlayStation life cycle. We was promised Pragmata from Capcom. We still haven't got that.
Maybe you think they might show it off here at some point.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, that concludes this episode of the podcast. We will be recording sometime next week. It feels good to be back.
It's interesting being back now.
Yeah. Hopefully Terrell can join us, and it'll be awesome. And we don't plan on having guest stars anytime soon, but we're open to the idea if we have some friends that want to join and hop on with us every once in a while. I should probably get my London friend to hop in here. the homie Yogurt or Daniel.
Will be completely unhinged.
Very unhinged.
Well,
So
if we're going unhinged, then I'm gonna go unhinged too on this with that guy.
yeah, dude. So we're just excited to bring more episodes. So this is just a bonus episode for season 3. So season 3 will start when Summer Games Fest start.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
We'll
hopefully,
have a lot to talk about then.
hopefully, Summer Games Fest is not going to be like bad like last year because you saw that list, everybody. That was
Yeah,
so bad.
it wasn't the best. It had some good
The
ones. A
best
decent
thing
amount
on
were
there was Mortal
delayed.
Kombat.
Yeah, well, even then, not a lot of people are mixed with Mortal Kombat right now. I
I mean,
think, but
Homelander's on there, but it's not Anthony Starr voicing him. That's some.
that's the bad part. I kind of wish it was. I don't play Mortal Kombat 1 right now. I played all Mortal Kombat, but I haven't played Mortal Kombat 1. But yeah, when I heard Anthony Starr's on, I'm like, dang, they really missed an opportunity right there. I feel like they could have got him for that.
Exactly. All right, is there anything else you guys want to say before we sign off?
Enjoy your day.
Enjoy your day.
Or night. Whatever time it is for you when you're
Yeah.
listening to this.
All right, peace out.